You're watching the only local news at 5:30. Fox 4 News starts now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. First tonight here on Fox 4 News at 5:30. It has been nearly a month since an Army veteran who was expecting his first child was killed in a police chase and crash. His wife survived the crash along with their baby, who was delivered early. Today, the wife's family talked with Fox 4 News about their daughter's recovery and their new grandbaby. Fox 4's Phil Alvarado is in our Fort Worth newsroom now with more on this really emotional story. Phil?
Heather, the family is very kind and showing a lot of strength after almost losing their daughter and her baby, but mourning the loss of the baby's father. The mother turned 22 years old last Sunday, and she comes home from the hospital on Saturday.
They told me that she's a once-in-a-lifetime patient and that they consider her almost a miracle.
It was very traumatic receiving that phone call from the hospital.
It was one of the most horrible days of my life.
Oh.
And it's been the most trying month of my life for all of us.
Ed and Denise Young say they drove up on the crash a couple of streets over from their home. Their pregnant daughter, Kristen, was seriously injured. Her husband, Army veteran Colby Boza, was killed.
He would come home and he would just cup her belly and just talk to the baby, and it was just a beautiful thing to see. Those two were anticipating the birth of Brody.
The baby was delivered the day of the crash. Kristen Bozo saw her baby for the first time 16 days after he was born.
It hurts because he'll never be able to hold his son, but he will get to know his son. Or Brody will get to know his dad through us and through his family.
His cries are heard during our conversation. The baby is home with his maternal grandparents. The family says that's a private moment to be shared with their daughter when she comes home from the hospital this weekend, nearly a month after the crash. Bedford police say 29-year-old Jason Bernard Miller caused the crash. He remains in jail on $1 million bond while a grand jury considers his case. Miller led police on a chase after he was seen speeding in a stolen car. Dashcam video from Bedford police shows Miller trying to evade police, speeding through winding streets before shattering the lives of two families.
She's got this internal drive in her, and it's still ticking away in her.
Her parents say Kristen, a former gymnast, will still need maybe weeks of rehabilitation after she's home.
She's got her husband looking down on her as well, we know, and he's helping her, giving her the strength.
She's a senior at UNT. She'll definitely finish her schooling, and she'll raise her son.
And she will raise her son.
Kristen's parents say that they take the baby to the hospital every day so that mother and son have time to bond. Friends have started a fund for mother and child. You can find the link on our website. Just go to fox4news.com. Heather?
And Phil, they certainly need that bonding time because what was it, like 16 days the mom and baby didn't see each other?
That's right. In the very beginning, both were pretty critical. They're a lot better now, but at some point, Christian had to be moved from John Peter Smith Hospital in Fort Worth to Baylor Rehabilitation Center in Dallas. Now, during that transfer, MedStar ambulance surprised her by making a stop at the hospital where the baby was, and they got to spend some moments together.
Oh, that's great, and that's a nice picture. All right, Phil, thanks for sharing.